Hi, my name is Sofie. I'm a product manager at Propertyfinder Group. I focus on our B2B products, and our approach is very customer-centric. We spend a lot of time interviewing clients, understanding what are the pain points, and try to develop products based on that.
Hi, my name is Lynnette Abad, and I'm Director of Data and Research for the Propertyfinder Group. I have been in the technology sector for over 20 years, and I've been in the prop tech sector here in Dubai for the past 11 years. Pricefinder is a pricing tool that offers actual transaction data from the government as well as asking transaction data from Propertyfinder. This is a platform where an agent can view within Manager where they can see what is transacting or trending for any master community, sub-community down to tower. It is a unique product from Propertyfinder, and best of all, it is free. That's a very good question. Everyone knows that right now in the UAE, it is a challenging market. Supply is very high, it is a buyer's market, it is a tenant's market. And the agents need every tool possible to help them close a deal as quick as possible. And Pricefinder does that for them. In Pricefinder, you'll be able to see the transaction data as well as the government achieved data. And an agent will be able to show this information to a client, and it kind of bridges the gap between a buyer and a seller, or a renter and a landlord.
Yeah, and to add to what Lynnette was saying, I think a few months ago we were doing the research for this product, and we found that real estate agents have challenges at times when speaking to landlords or sellers or tenants and getting people to agree on a certain price. And what we're trying to do here is give them access to the data that will support the recommendations that they give, and make sure that the transaction is actually based on the real market data. Pricefinder will help agents when they're speaking to their clients about how to advertise properties and how to price them. So a specific example could be you have a landlord or a seller who wants to get 2 million for a 2-bedroom in a given community. The agent knows that, that's not the current price, the prices have dropped, and will be able to show the specific data to give the recommendation of what's the current market. And they will be able to base it on reliable sources, governmental data, which will support specifically the recommendation that they're giving.
In addition, the agents are experts in their areas, so they know every property that has sold, when it sold, how much it sold for, but they don't actually have the data to show and prove that to a client. So a tool like Pricefinder takes the subjectiveness out of the conversation and immediately gives the agent leverage. So they start off with a conversation with their client, and they'll have the actual pricing data, which also saves a lot of time. Transparency. Very simple. Transparency. The UAE market needs transparency as far as transaction data, and that is what we are providing with Pricefinder. In the UAE, we are trying to bring in as much investment as possible, especially foreign investment. And the first thing foreign investors look for is data, and they look at agents that are equipped with the data to help them in their real estate journey. I also believe that it will instill confidence in the market. If a consumer knows that their agent is using actual transaction data and doing the proper research on a platform like Pricefinder, they will be confident in the direction that that agent is guiding them through their real estate process.
If I was an agent, I would, before going to the meeting, go to Pricefinder, enter the details of the property that I am meeting with a seller about, and I would look at the very specific transactions that has recently been done in that community with the similar features. Drill it all the way down to the size of the property, what kind of features they have, and then I can see with those transactions how similar listings are transacted in the past. And that's the recommendation that I would use when I was speaking to my seller and landlord.
If you think about it, if you have a tool like Pricefinder and you're sitting in front of a client, whether it be a buyer, seller, renter, landlord, you can actually sit there with them with Pricefinder and take them through the journey of the research of that property and get them engaged. Again, that will instill confidence in your client, and will also take the subjectiveness out of the conversation. And again, the agent has instant leverage.
Thanks so much for all your feedback already. Continue to let us know exactly what you think about our products. We're going to be launching a lot of cool new features, so please let us know your ideas. Stay tuned.